Hello. Today we're going to be finding the volume with fractional edges. Our I can statement says that I can calculate the volume of a rectangular prism with fractional edges. To have fractional edges mean that the side lengths has a fraction part to it. You still follow the same formula, but you just have a fraction. Our guided practice number 1 says find the volume of the rectangular prism. To find the volume, we're going to still use the same formula. Length times width times height. So we're going to take those three numbers that they give us and multiply them together. So we have 4 2/5 times 10 times 3. To do this, we must change them all into a fractional form. So like you all have said, you're going to do the backward C. You're going to take 4 times 5 and add 2 to that product. So 4 times 5 is 20, plus 2 equals 22. We keep the same denominator. So we have 22/5 times 10 times 3. To change a whole number to a fraction, we put a 1 upon it. And then we follow the rules for multiplying fractions. So using a calculator, you could take 22 times 10 times 3. 22 times 10 times 3 equals 660. 5 times 1 times 1 equals 5. To finish it off, we must divide 660 divided by 5, and that will give us 132 meters cubed. Do not forget about your meters cubed because we multiplied 3 different numbers together. Our next problem, we're going to follow our same formula, length times width times height. So we're going to take 6 times 6 times 4 3/4. We got to do our backward C. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3 equals 19. So we have 19/4 times 6 times 6. You put a 1 up under them, up under the whole numbers, and multiply straight across. So we take 6 times 6 times 19, which equals 684 divided by 4. Which will give us 171 inches cubed. The good thing about the guided practice number 1 and number 2, they evened out. They divided evenly. Most numbers probably will not do that when we're doing more practice. And you must keep it in a fractional form. When we take a test, it'll probably be in a fractional form. Even though you have a calculator, but you need to put it in a fractional form. Guided practice number 3. This one we have 2 fractions. So we're going to do the same formula. Volume equals length times width times height. So we're going to take 4 1/5 times 3 3/5 times 7. So we're going to do our backward C. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 1 is 21 over 5. Do the same thing for this fraction. 3 times 5 equals 15, plus 3 equals 18. Keep our same denominator. We have 7 as a whole number. Put a 1 up under it. And you multiply straight across. 21 times 18 times 7 equals 2,646. And we're going to put that over 25. But we're not done. Now with this one, I'm going to go ahead and set up the algorithm. We're going to divide it so we can get our fractional part. So 25 will go into 26 one time. 1 times 25 equals 25. Subtract, we get 1. Bring down our 4. 25 will go into 14 0 times. 0 times 25 is 0. subtract and we get 14, bring down our 6. 25 will go into 146 5 times. 5 times 25 equals 125. We subtract and we'll get 1, 2. What I've told you all before, the top part, this is your whole number. So we have 105 as a whole number. That's your numerator. That means that goes on top. 105 and 21. And the 25 is the denominator. So our answer will be 105 and 21/25 centimeters cubed. You could do that on the calculator, but you'll get a fraction answer, a decimal answer. And most times on the test, or what we expect will be a fractional answer. So now you can pause the video and try the independent practice problems. Independent practice number 1, independent practice number 2, independent practice number 3, and there will be your answers on the next slide. Try your best on the problems on the independent practice, and check your answers on the guided and independent practice slide. The assignment for today, you're going to click on the quizzes game link for volume with fractional edges. This is for a grade, so take your time and do your best. And also, if you need other resources or other help, you can go to the vocabulary video, prisms, area and volume, chapter 9, lesson 1 that has some fractional edge problems, or other 6th grade math teachers. If you have any help, please feel free to reach out to us and we'll be glad to help you. Thank you.